Hello everyone and welcome back to Shire Farm. As you can see, we're just on the way to the farm shop to pick up the silage wrapper so we can get the grass bales, or half the grass bales, wrapped into silage and we can put them away ready for some fermentation. And hopefully we can get most of the bales, or hopefully all of the bales off that field wrapped or half wrapped, and then we can get the rest put away ready for the sheep. While I was driving to the shop, I thought I'd just explained that on this map the sheep pen or the sheep barn is actually quite a distance away from the main farm. Now I haven't actually made a decision yet whether I'm going to leave it here or not. I'm not 100% certain yet. I'm still going to hopefully, after recording this video, do a little bit of a research into the open pastures mod that's been released on ModHub this week. So I'm going to have a look at that, and if I think it's going to work out quite well, I'll probably sell this sheep barn, and then I'll move it, or actually put another one up on the main farm. There's also another farm that comes with this game, where it's got some pigsties, grain silo, etc. as well. Now it's something we could look at selling. Oh dear, ow. Thanks for that. Traffic on Farming Simulator is, yeah, interesting at best. Probably my fault, to be honest with you, I didn't look, but whoops. So while we're here, let's pick up the wrapper. But as I was saying, there is another farm on the other side of the map, which is actually got a horse barn and 2 pigsties, plus some other sheds, etc. So maybe look at selling 1 or 2 of the pigsties, and probably the horse barn as well, because it's not something I'm looking at doing in this game. I haven't really done pigs very much in Farming Simulator 22. I am going to do it in one of my series at some point, but I know obviously there's quite a lot of work involved with all the different types of food that you need to provide them, base and the other 2 types as well. So it's something I still need to look into myself before I probably run it on a big series. Oh, I'm actually going to just stop. I think that might be a collectible. Let's have a look. It is indeed. And I think that will probably return, because I do believe there's still a bit of a issue on this map with the collectibles returning but not being able to be collected. So we shall see if that turns back up next time we come down the road. But yeah, let's get this back to the field. Let's get cracked on with doing some silage bale creation, and hopefully we can get them loaded up with the Anderson bale loader. We'll probably start with the grass field on this video, and then move on to the straw field and get those loaded as well at the start of the next video. And hopefully we can get this series cracked on, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the other side of the time lapse. Many thanks. I think that might actually be enough silage bales being created this time. Let's have a quick count up how many grass bales we've got left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think there. Maybe 13. I did see on my trips around with the wrapper that there's some areas that I've missed to bale, so I will probably, it's probably going to be enough actually left on the field to create another bale or 2. So what I might do is get the baler connected back up again and just do those last bits. But what I think, and then we can get the silage wrapper back. So let's just leave that there for a moment. Let's go get the baler again. What I wanted to try and do is get maybe a full load, a bale loader load of grass bales left at least, because then whenever I do want to start the sheep, either where they are now or where they'll probably end up living, because they could potentially go over here depending on the pen size on the mod that I'm looking at, and probably the chickens as well, and obviously this is where the old cow barn used to be. So but you know, we can change things up make it a bit different. I do like to mix things up a little bit on the games and change the maps a little bit. So what we'll do, get the last few bales. I think that'll be all the grass bales that we create this time. Obviously everybody knows the grass fields do actually grow back really quick. There's a little bit of there's definitely some fertilising needed on this field, so that's something we will do. But I do have an idea for that, actually, to make a cheap way of getting the grass fields to go from 50% fertilised to obviously 100% when they've been harvested. So that's something I will be showing in this video series, which it's a little bit more time consuming, but it does allow you to actually take your grass fields from 50% fertilised to fully fertilised without actually spending an awful lot of money on fertiliser, either solid or liquid base. So if you allow the grass to get to either stage 1 or stage 2 growth, and then you use a weeder to go back down, I think it works with certain rollers as well, but I've done it with weeders before in the base game. That'll actually take the growth stage back down to stage 1, but it will then obviously re-fertilise it back up to 100%. So it does give you free fertilised state, so that's always a bonus, I think, for anybody who's played the game would agree. So that's something we will be running. A little bit more time consuming, but I do believe it's worth it. So let's go back up to the top of the field, I think. Let's just let the tractor, turn the baler off so the tractor can go a bit quicker. I did see in the early time-lapse recording that where the field was indeed extremely undulating, then this tractor even struggled a little bit as well. So I am glad that we bought this tractor and we're running the baler on here rather than on the little Massey Ferguson. Now I'm thinking the Massey Ferguson will still come in handy. As I probably said in the first video, I would like to do things like use liquid fertiliser in a sprayer rather than solid, because it's something I've not really done in many of my series, and I'd like to end up with a fully self-powered or self-propelled sprayer, one of the really big ones, and there's some really nice ones on Mod Hub as well. So it's something I'd like to get out of this series. So hopefully moving forward we can. There we go. Oh, it worked this time. Right, so is it going to load? I have to fold it onto. Come on. There we go. Fantastic. So I think I've got everything I need. I think I've got the right amount of grass bales. So let's put the baler back. Then we'll look at taking back the wrapper, and we'll look at how much it's going to cost us in a second to get an Anderson bale loader. Let's have a quick look while we're back in the farmyard. Let's have a look. And bale loaders. That one, which obviously only does. Where is the one? So I run a mod. That one, £102,000. That's very expensive, but it is worth it. I was going to want to lease it. 5,000. Right. Okay. So it is a good. It is a good mod. Oh, 175 horsepower. That's fine. It is a good job that I did. Obviously, buy that class tractor then, because that's got the power for that. But yeah, that's definitely the bale loader that we need to rent for this bit of work. It will mean that we can obviously get the grass, the silage, and also the straw in, because what we can do, actually, let's have a quick check on the real-time stock checker. So we have actually got £70,000 worth of straw, well, of wheat, sorry, that we can take into Shire allotments in January, so that's be good. Obviously we know how much the grass is worth. It's not worth a lot, but it will, once the silage is obviously fermented, it will update on this, so we'll know how much that'll be. We've got well, nearly £40,000 worth of straw, so that's good. So with that, from that harvest, that one field, it's about 100,000. So that's going to be very helpful. So hopefully we shouldn't be doing too bad for money in the coming months on this game. So let's see how that goes. Right, we'll just drop the baler here, and I will look at getting the I can drive around this side, can't I? I keep forgetting about that. That's one thing I do forget about when I'm doing this, because I always keep thinking that there's still something in the way, but it does make it a little bit easier to get around the farm, so I'll remember that when I want to put some more buildings up. So let's take the silage wrapper back to the shop, and then we will look at hiring the bale loader, bringing it back to the farm and start loading up some bales. Now we've made it back to the farm shop, let's drop this off and return it back, and then we will look at hiring the bale loader, taking that back to the farm as well. So okay, can't do it from there, I have to do it from here then. That's unusual. Oh well, there's supposed to be another little bit of a bug in the map, so that's fine. But we've done it from there, that's not an issue. And then so we can use the machinery market. Oh wow, another tractor. Not one I'm really that interested in, to be honest with you, even if I had the money. But it's a nice little tractor for 136 horsepower for what it can do, so it's nice to see. So let's get our StackPro leased, take it back to the farm. We are spending quite a lot of money in this last couple of videos, but I think it's needed to get the jobs done on the farm, and obviously just to make sure that we are moving forward. We are going to be potentially looking at putting in probably oats and maybe soybeans. So it does give a little bit of leeway time when it comes to the harvest, so that should be a good thing for us, because we are going to look at splitting field 3 down the middle on its width, so we can actually get 2 fields out of that. So we'll probably run 2 completely separate crops. I know soybeans is quite a good crop for money, but obviously the yield's not as high. When something like oats, wheat and barley is very good when it comes to yield, but obviously the price per litrage is less. So, but we've got to obviously understand, we've got to run it in regards and relation to the crop rotation mod. So that's something we need to think about and plan for our fields moving forward. So yeah, and I'll take this back to the farm and we'll get started. Let's look at getting these bales, or silage bales, put away. I don't think we're going to be able to put them in any of the sheds though. I don't think the sheds are actually going to be tall enough for the Anderson bale loader to be able to upend and then stack the bales. So I'm not even going to try, because I'm pretty certain we're going to get a few issues. So what we'll do, we'll put the silage bales into one of the silage pits for storage. As you can see, we've got 4 left on the field, so a little bit over a full load on this bale loader, so that's not too bad. Let's just get this in. It's getting a bit later on in the day as well. I think we'll still be able to hopefully get the grass bales at least collected in this video, and then we'll probably start the next video with collecting up the straw bales and getting them put away as well. So I shall get this unloaded and get cracked on with the rest of the loading off that field, and I'll look forward to speaking to you on the other side. Many thanks. As you can see, we've got a full stack load now of bales, and it seems like we have one left. We do. That is very annoying. Oh well, at least we have got the harvest done on this field. We've got a bit of a mix between silage and grass, so that's a good job, well done I think. And I think what I'll do, we'll look at leaving this video here for now, and we'll continue on with collecting the straw bales in the next video, and then I think we'll look at potentially getting some more animals. By that time hopefully I will have looked into the other animal pen mod, and we'll make a decision on what we're doing with the sheep, etc., and go from there. Thank you very much for joining me, and see you next time.